Number 5, before I go to public portion, I just want to read something into the record. I want to clarify something before we open up the meeting to the public comment. According to section 86 of the city charter, meetings of boards and commissions. Prior to the commencement of any public meeting of any board or commission of the city, the agenda for said meeting shall be posted in the meeting room. In the first order of business of said meeting shall be the entertainment of public discussions on any item on said agenda, in the conduct, length, and method of terminating such public discussion shall be determined by the majority vote of the members of said board or commission. In accordance with this, I ask that if you have something to say in the public portion, you clearly state your name and address for the record, and then reference the specific agenda items or item you wish to speak on. Yesterday, the member of the board were provided with a letter by Michael Kelleher from 39 Bellevue Drive in Derby, stating his opinion about the future of the mayor's salary. This letter will not be read into the record in its entirety tonight, as the item is not on this evening's agenda. But I applaud Mr. Kelleher for taking this step. Moving forward, we ask that if a member of the public wishes to have an item considered on the agenda of any meeting, they contact the chair of said board via email, through the city website, or through the town clerk's office. The chair of said board may or may not then choose to include this item on the future agenda, and the letter or correspondence can be openly considered at that point. Thank you. Having said that, number 5, public portion. Anybody from the public would like to speak? Excuse me.
Yes,
Sorry about that.
I would like to speak. Anello Malerba, 41 Lakeview Terrace, and that is here in Derby. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yep, we got you. Go ahead.
All right. At last month's meeting, I spoke about some of the charter revision articles that were taken into effect in December, specifically the mayor's position now being full-time. I would once again respectfully ask that not only
once again, that is not on the agenda. I just read that whole paragraph. If you wish to get that on the agenda, I would contact your alderman, or alderwoman, and see if the chair would put that on the agenda. Anyone else from the public would like to speak? Anybody else from the public would like to speak?
Yes, I'd like to speak. Tom, line 8079 Sunset Drive, Derby, Connecticut. I want to first speak on the item on the agenda, the Boys of Summer. This group, I work up who does all this work. The Board of Aldermen has enough of problems. They don't need to be involved in the Board of Recs, in my opinion. And then on one more note, Mayor, I try to get on the agenda for a specific topic. I called you, I called Backley, I never got on the agenda. So as far as speaking on something on the agenda, well, if you can't get on, you can't speak. This is like a communist country, for God's sakes. If I'm gonna speak about something and I can't get on the agenda and I can't speak at a regular meeting, when the hell could I speak? That's all I want to know is when could I speak on topics that happen?
Okay, anybody else from the public would like to speak? Anyone else?
Yes, Anello Malerba, 41 Lakeview Terrace. And the agenda item would be, I'm trying to pull it up, is for the tax refunds. I would just like to acknowledge, and this really doesn't just acknowledge not just the tax refunds, but I think I would like to, I can't find the agenda number, but it is on there.
7.2.1.
Thank you. In that regards, in light of, plus in regards to some of the recent events involved in the so-called downtown redevelopment, I would ask that we would have a public pledge from our mayor not to take any political contributions from anyone associated with any projects, specifically tax break applicants. It can apply to zone change applicants and any developer associated with projects for the city. I think it specifically sets a bad precedent, and it's honestly not the way the city should be doing business.
Hey, what's that? That has, I don't know what that has to do with the tax refund, but
Well,
again,
Absolutely nothing, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
so once again, thank you for trying to get in there. Bring it up to your alderman, or alderwomen, and, get it on the board if the chairman wants to get on. Anybody else from the public like to speak?